How does the mother wound shows up in a man? And what kind of woman he's seeking then in dating or in a marriage or in relationships? You'll be seeking a woman who's going to be like a mother to him. And that's not balanced because he's not actually recognizing his own patterns and triggers and shadows and inner child within himself. That relationship, it's only going to work or function if he is receiving that mothering from a woman. The moment that woman changes and pivots her energy in a balanced woman, and she stops doing that for him, because that's a wound that's not healthy for her to do so. So if she happens to be growing and evolving and transforming, that relationship will sustain the blocks, the pains. But is it really a pains? To me, they're not seen as pains. What is being seen as a growth and involvement. He has a choice to grow and recognize those patterns within himself. But if he doesn't, what he's going to say? You've changed. Why are you not doing this for me? If he's looking for a mother, guess what? Is he actually then a provider? Predominantly not. He'll sit mostly. He'll do what he's told. Write me a list. I don't know how to do this. I wasn't told this. That's usually excuses what they use. And he's going to be doing exactly that. And then you're going to find yourself in a vicious circle or a pattern of fixing, doing, and what I call it smothering, which is non-healthy. And women in energetical field will get exhausted. And I will say this, you want to have a king and you want to have a queen. And king and a queen doesn't mean that they have not wounds or triggers or, shadows. Evolve and grow from it. Learn everything about yourself and your inner child and how to balance it. Those things every day, you're going to learn how to balance it. Not every day will be super easy. Nobody said it will be. I have got my own things, but I recognize those things within myself. I see it what needs to be done within me. But if you're going to enter the relationship for someone to complete and to heal you, you're entering something what you know it's going to be for that time, until you don't heal. And then what's going to happen is you're going to break up because that healing pattern is finished. And it's okay if that's okay with you. But if you want to make this sustainable and long, both of you have to grow from it. And it is not balancing to have got a man that you wanted to be his mother. It's not something what we are, in a mother nature meant to be. And this is how I see it. This is just my opinion about it. Everyone is different. But if you're struggling with this, and at the moment that's happening in your life, that is something that you can actually think about it. And this part you can learn. The energetical field, the energy, how to feel, and everything else that's coming from my gift or from the psychic point. What I see for you in the sessions, that's totally different thing what I do inside of the sessions. But it's a generalization of the wound, the mother wounding. So again, those men will wanted to have a list. They will wanted to have a tap on the shoulder. They will wanted to have like a little medal, little sticker. Where you will say, oh, do you want me to give you a sticker for it? And women, think about this before dating. Does that man feels like a man that you want to be with for the rest of your life? Is there going to be a man where we're going to fulfill you? Because if it is, that's fine. But understand what it is, for what it is, what's going to happen, how does that look like? Or is it that you want to have a man who's going to provide, who's going to understand, who's going to be able to healthy communicate with you, transform, evolve, and grow? Because after 1 year or 5 years together and 10 years, you are going to both be different if you choose to. And we want to have a man who is a leading, and you can trust him that he is capable of doing certain things, and you are the same. And you can work together as a team, together as equal in abundance. And M for motivation. Team together, E for equal, A for abundance. And M for manifestation. Manifestation of anything you put your mind to it. Doesn't always have to be material things. But that's what for me is the relationships, the dating, the marriage, the union, whatever words you wanted to use it for it. But if you're going to come and have a relationship where you expect a woman to do these things and you expect of her to do these things, what are you bringing to the table? And equally vice versa, what are you bringing to the table? Or we're going to be hiding behind our, shadows, inner demons, wounds, whatever the words you want to use for that, the negative, limited patterns, beliefs, call it any words you want to. They all mean exactly the same thing. They're not balanced. They're where we're hiding. You can grow from it. You can evolve from it. Nobody's going to put a magical wand in front of you and say abracadabra and it's fixed. You have to do the work. I can move the energy. I can start opening the doors for you. But you need to do the work. You do. There is no magical pill. There is no blue or green pill or red and blue, whatever colors. There's no such a things. You want to have a relationship where it's growing, evolving, and it's beautiful union for whatever time that is. Maybe short time, maybe long time, maybe there's a difference as why is it the way it is. But don't bring your wounds into it unhealed. You'll bring your wounds in it. They will be triggered. But healed ones are in the process of healing and recognizing that. And then imagine different kind of union, what would you have? But imagining and dreaming about this dream person, you can, but what are you doing about yourself? What are you bringing on that platter? And as I say this, would you date yourself? Would you date yourself?